the Fables, as I've called it since the beginning, but I believe it's more the Silver. The Sword Coast Sentinels now. Why do I always think silver? You guys started me with that like a long time ago when you were mentioning names, and for some reason it's stuck in my mind. But last session, the party left their location near the Star Mountains, traveled all the way up, and we can actually put this on the correct map so people can see. Here we go. Anyways, they traveled all the way from the Star Mountains here, which they created a lovely dead zone in, all the way up. Well, first all the way over to Waterdeep, stopped off at Riken's hometown, and took a brief jaunt into Waterdeep to take care of a couple things. Then they traveled all the way up to Long Saddle, where they went inside to meet with the mages. When they got there, they were met by a rather peculiar guard named Ha outside, and were stopped there at the gate until a younger wizard named Kennelly showed up and led them inside. He took them downstairs to the same room where they'd met before, a kind of a room full of a round table with a hollow center. And there he left them. Or actually I just got you down there. My mistake. So as you arrive down into this bottom room and open up the door, and Kennelly motions for you to head inside. The when you see the inside of it, you see the round table, you see everything. You see another young wizard inside that is sweeping up the room currently. He's not actually physically sweeping it. He's using what appears to be some kind of a magic broom, but sweeping nonetheless. As you come in, he looks up at the party and goes, Hey, what do I see here? Adventurers in the Ivy Mansion? Nope, that's just not normal these days.
I counterspell his sweeping.
You counterspell a spell that you saw cast? No.
Oh no, it's already in progress.
Yes.
Never mind. Damn.
So, nothing to counterspell, I'm afraid. The boy finishes, walks over, grabs the broom, which seems to go limp as he grabs it, and turns back to Kennelly after looking you all up and down briefly, and says, Well, if you dissect any of them, Kennelly, let me know. I'm curious if any of them have any mutations. They're really powerful, world-ending ones, always seeming to have them. Sorry, the really powerful, world-ending ones always seem to have them. Then he walks out the door and leaves. Kennelly watches him leave and then turns to the party and shrugs, motions to the chairs.
I'll take a seat.
Well, that was a weird guy. I'll take a seat too.
Kennelly,
Gotta learn that sweeping spell.
It's actually an enchanted broom, says Kennelly. And that was Tuckernuck. He's a bit strange, to be sure.
What does he want with all these mutations and whatnot?
I honestly don't know what he's talking about. He's always going on about people having mutations that are supposed to end the world or something like that. I apologize if my voice goes in and out. I am having trouble with it.
Yeah.
I'd like the chair to make a strength saving throw to see if it can hold me.
Okay. That would be a nope.
Yeah, I'll stand.
Way to keep it lighthearted. I think that I'm going to have the chair use inspiration. Still no.
Yeah, still standing.
All right. So as you seat yourselves, Kennedy says, "I'll just go and fetch Milokin real quick and be right back. Is there anything else you need?"
Magic spearhead.
Thanks.
Well, I don't know much about that, but I'm sure Milokin can help you when he gets here.
It's worth a shot.
Is that it?
Yeah. I don't need anything.
I'm good here.
Very well. And he trots off, closing the door behind him, leaving you inside the room.
I was gonna
They
get
did
on
the
free lunch.
Jedi's at the beginning of Attack or Phantom Menace.
Suddenly, a gas wafts into the room. No.
I summoned my sword and cut through the door.
Well, it's going to be that kind of night. Okay. Anybody doing anything?
Not really for Oliver. He's just waiting.
Yeah, we'll just sit patiently. Or stand in Riken's case.
Yeah, I was going to say some of us are sitting.
A good half an hour goes by. And finally, the door swings open suddenly, and you see Milokin stride into the room. He looks around quickly from person to person, and then says, "Ah, friends, how have you been? And where are the rest of you?"
Uh,
You're talking about Kai
and Alabaster.
and Alabaster. Yeah.
I know
Eating
Kai.
the dragon.
Yeah. Alabaster's off in his own thing at the moment right now. He has some personal business to take care of.
Oh, yes, I remember. Something about some noble or something.
Yeah, we didn't pay that close attention to him either.
Weren't there two others with you, too? It seemed like there was an elf and a human.
Well, this is the main party here. Other members come and go.
Oh, I don't know. It all kind of runs together. I've had a lot going on.
Well, so the important thing to remember is I'm Ezra. I'm the leader.
We weren't even here the first time we came.
Yeah, I know.
Get out of here.
So what can I do for you?
Oh, Glamour Boy over there. He's got the stick that goes to the spearhead.
Really? You found the white wood, the white magical wood that we were looking for?
Yeah, that's probably why Alabaster didn't come with us. He kind of killed the tree that it was attached to.
Oh my
There might-
goodness, how did he manage that?
He's very destructive.
Yeah, he's not very dexterous.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Very
crazy.
clumsy.
I've never heard of a magical elm dying from anybody gathering wood from it before. That's strange.
Elm, you say?
Elm.
Well, yes, the magical elm. That's what you were after, right?
So we found a magic stick.
He just stares at you for a moment.
You got
It
the right
is
stick,
white.
right?
He repeats your words. A magical stick.
Yes.
Is
Pull
it
out
White,
the-
white?
white
It
is
wood.
white.
Wood
Yes,
of
it
the
is.
whitest.
Well, that's something at least. Let me see it.
How many magical white woods could there be?
I mean, this one's a
Quite a
crystal.
few, in fact.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So this one was made by gods. Can confirm.
Made by the gods. What have
Yes.
you done?
Pissed off some gods.
It was alabaster.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
We tried to give it back.
Are you holding it out yet?
They said we could keep it.
Have you presented it to him yet?
Oliver, you're the one that has it.
Do I?
Oh, Ezra
I
had
guess
it.
I did pick. Somebody had it.
Ezra
Whoever.
has it.
I think you were
Well-
the last one that had it.
Unless it's in a bag
'Cause
of
you-
holding, it would be hard to miss.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Ezra was using
yeah.
it as leverage because he was riding me as an eagle and didn't want me to drop him.
Yeah, but Oliver picked it up after the fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just picked it and put it away, but yeah, let's say I've got it. Why not? So I'll go ahead and just kind of, I'd have it wrapped up. So I just kind of unwrap the very top portion of it just to show it off a little bit, but that's all.
It's about 8
And-
feet long, so
Sure. It's only, more than double my size.
well, that's what I was saying.
Riken has it.
Is it in
Riken has it.
Is it in the bag of holding? That's what all I'm asking.
No, it'd be wrapped up.
Okay, so Riken has it then.
Let's say Riken has it. If it's that long, yeah, Riken has it.
It's made to be a spear. It's gonna be long.
Carry it with the rest of them.
So
And as I'm handing it over, I kind of mumble. An entire forest died.
So Milican leans forward a bit as you present it. He does not reach out with his hands. And he goes, "This is not what I expected. It is more. In fact, much more. How did you acquire this again?"
your instructions were unclear.
Well,
I don't remember exactly what we said, but that may be the case. We were quite overworked at the time, and still.
I can guarantee you, Elm was not a part of the instructions.
yeah, like we just like there was like really you guys kind of give us a word problem. We did our best to interpret it, and then there was like 5 of us interpreting it at the same time, and then we
Well,
just so happened to come upon this tree.
Well,
Let's be honest, Zephyros had his part in kind of giving us this direction as well. So, maybe a combination of things went into this.
Zephyros told you to get this. Well, I mean, that's his problem, I suppose. Well, this should work, but, well, I mean, the gods can be fickle and they can be generous, right? So let's hope that they will be generous with you.
I mean, I got a gift from one.
Praise be the Torm.
And Io waves hello.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Okay.
Sorry. I'll be muted, but I'll still try to listen.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Good.
little while yet before you're actually needed. So,
Cool.
go get...
So Eidolon strips down to his underwear and starts running around the room.
Classic Eidolon. Eidolon feels like giving me all of his money.
He's trying to catch Tanuki.
He casts his mage hand and gives me a shoulder rub.
So Milican finally takes. Do you have the cloth still, or on it, or did you take it off all the way?
The cloth? The cloth would be like between my hands and the stick.
Okay. Then he gingerly takes the stick out of your hands, careful not to touch it, and says,
Yep.
"We will join these pots, the shaft, the Tsuba and the spearhead together after we finish preparations for the ritual. You may attend this if you wish. It will be in 2 days' time. I believe that will be enough time for us to prepare. And we might even be able to use your own wizard's aid.
Yeah, I mean, if the gods would see us to find these parts, I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't be offended if we were there to see them put together.
Indeed. Perhaps something quite wondrous will come of it.
Just need to be really careful with it. It's the only one of its kind now.
I imagine that it is the only one of its kind, and I'm actually kind of hoping that it remains the only one of its kind. An entire forest. Well, anyways, uh, I'm going to take this and prepare for the ritual. If you wish to come back, uh, then just we will send a messenger to the inn in 2 days' time. Someone to look for you or message you in some way. All right.
I'm gonna
Sounds
lean
good.
over to Olver. Did we ever arrange an award for this?
I don't think we did.
What the fuck? I didn't realize it was that expensive. You guys are saying it's like one of a kind.
Well, there you go.
Shit. Alabaster was here.
And Milokin takes the shaft and leaves the room. And after he does so, one of the young boys you saw earlier, Tuckernuck, darts into the room. Milokin says, "Go ahead and take them out, Tuckernuck." And leaves the room. Tuckernuck comes in with a mischievous grin on his face, looks the party up and down, says, "So, you are the Sword Coast Sentinels."
Strike a pose.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've heard about you.
And what have you heard?
Well, something about being able to shoot lightning out your arse or something like that. I can't remember.
It sounds about right.
I said no, it was fire. And then I cast Scorching Ray 3 times on my ass.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, wrong one, wrong one. I'm not even aiming at anything.
Well, there goes
No, you
another
can't
mansion
have it.
burning down.
So the beams scorch into the wood around you, and Tuckernuck's like, "Oh my gosh, no! Just stop! You don't have to prove anything. Fight. I've heard about you. You've done
Just
some very heroic things."
yeah, I'm kind of a hero. That is true.
And if the rumors be true, perhaps some unheroic things too.
Those are lies and slander.
He just grins at
Those
you
are-
mischievously. So, is it safe to say that you have changed the world?
Parts of it.
I mean,
Oh,
You're not getting our bodies to dissect, little boy.
oh, come on! You
We
won't
changed
need
the
them
world.
when you're done.
You can have mine when I'm dead.
I'll tell you what. 50 gold pieces for rights to your body when you're dead.
That is
Done.
nothing to us.
Sold.
So,
Right, I've got
Well,
a
if
you make-
contract right here, and he reaches into a pouch and he pulls out several sheets of paper, extracts one from them, puts the others back, and hands it over to you with a pen.
And I sign it Eidolon.
You try to sign it Eidolon. The pen, unfortunately, fails to write the name.
like it's broken.
Identity theft is a real crime.
It's not broken. It's enchanted to be unable to write untruth. So, if you were trying to, I don't know, sign somebody else's name to the contract, then it wouldn't work.
Is it just body
it's
or
one of those
soul?
unheroic acts we were talking about.
That's just a matter of opinion, I suppose.
Do you look the contract over before you sign it?
I'm thinking about signing now because this body is not entirely just mine. So
That's even more reason to sign it because it would just be null anyway.
that's a good point.
My question remains, do you look the contract over?
Yeah.
You look it over, it is very tight. It's very tight. It explicitly gives it explicitly gives the ownership of your body once your soul has left it, is the wording that it uses.
Oh, no. Hard no. I die a lot.
To Tucker Nuck, a.k.a. Mixelplay.
I'm going to hang on to this contract. I might sign it someday.
I'm afraid that's not an option.
Then you can have it back.
Right.
I will discuss with my spiritual counsel.
Snaps his fingers, the contract and the pen disappear, and he says, "This way then, I'll lead you out." And he starts for the door.
See, Ezra, the way you should have came at it is you should have said 1 year after the soul leaves the body, and then 50 gold a year to your estate. And that's how you do business.
Not bad. We'll wait till he comes back, and then I can use that as leverage when he's more hungry for it. Probably going to have a pretty interesting soul by the time I die.
All right, so you guys leave following Tucker Nuck?
Yeah.
All right, he leads you out the meeting room door and then back upstairs past the tavern and says, "I suppose you can see your way from here, right?" And he looks over towards the tavern like he sees something interesting over that direction.
What is he looking at?
You look into the tavern, you see the usual fare, except for one decided difference. Over in a corner, you see sitting at a corner booth, which can seat several people, a pretty young human woman. Sitting around here are what you can see are hooded and unhooded kobolds. And she's currently speaking to them, laughing and drinking something, which the ones that are not wearing hoods are drinking, but the hooded ones are not.
Do you recognize her at all?
No. As far as you can tell, you've never seen her before. Tucker Nuck is leaning over that direction and looking. He goes, "Well, I'll be off then," and trots into the tavern.
So she's 100% a dragon, guys.
What do you mean?
She's super friendly with kobolds. Kobolds serve dragons. Why are there a bunch of kobolds here?
You want to go in and talk to them?
There are probably about 8 kobolds total currently with her. And you can see a couple more roaming around. Looks like coming and going. She's got a little bit of an entourage.
I'm trying to walk up to one of the kobolds that are coming and going, just like walking past.
Are you aiming for a particular type of kobold, since there are decidedly 2 different dressings on them?
What are the two dressings looking like?
One of them, one of them looks like pretty much like a normal kobold dressed in kind of a light armor, carrying a staff-like weapon and little bags and bobs on them. But with their arms and their head and the legs and their feet bare. The other ones are hooded and completely covered. The only way that you can tell that they're kobolds is that their ears stick out, which are a different color.
All right. I'll walk up to one of the little armored ones if they're not carrying anything and just wandering around or something.
One of the unhooded ones. We'll just call them hooded and unhooded. Makes it easy.
Yes, but I'm not directly approaching the woman at the table.
So you're approaching one of the hooded ones.
Yes.
Okay. So you walk up to one of the hooded ones that's not at the table.
Yep.
Okay. One of them is currently walking back from somewhere. So you walk up to him.
In Draconic, I'm going to say, not often you see kobolds in a city. What brings you here?
The kobold completely ignores you, shuffles past you towards the table.
What color are these kobolds?
What's your passive perception?
15.
As it passes, a smell wafts your direction. Something dead.
Ah. All right. Now I'm approaching the table. Interest has been piqued.
I thought it might be. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'll follow along.
Waiting for Ezra to strike out, and then I'm gonna go in.
Eidolon will follow. We'll just say he follows Riken since you guys tend to hang out together.
Now that I noticed this, the unhooded kobolds, is there anything visibly wrong with them? Do they look sick or decaying?
They don't appear to be, no.
All right. So I'm going to walk up to the table and basically do the same thing in Draconic. Say, kind of odd to see kobolds in a city. What brings you all here?
The woman is currently taking a sip from a drink when you walk up. And she loses her smile as she turns towards you. You can see that her eyes are iridescent. Her irises are.
She can see my eyes are also odd.
She looks you up and down and sees the rest of the party following behind, kind of runs her eyes across everybody. And then she says something back. She says in Draconic, she goes, "Oh my, somebody that actually speaks the language. Well, I suppose it's not too uncommon around mages."
A buddy of mine taught me.
Well, that's nice. The kobolds look at the lady, and then they look at you, and you can tell that they're not too sure of the situation. But she just stares at you for a moment. Anyways, you have a chance to react.
So just kind of gesturing towards the hooded one. Notice there's something a little odd about these ones, however.
Yes, my loyal followers. Loyal even in death.
Are you sure that's wise? A lot of folk don't take kindly to that.
Well, these ones don't seem to mind. After all, I am helping them.
Oh? What are they needing help with? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, I actually do mind. It's really not your business, is it?
Well, I just see others of the kin, and I wish to help as well if I can.
Well, there's a lot going on in the world these days. It certainly has brought me around to paying attention.
When you mentioned that iridescent eyes, would I be able to tell if a certain color dragon is attached to that?
Silver.
Nice. All right. So, well, we're also trying to do some good in the world. And just so you're aware, a powerful dragon was killed not that long ago by a demon prince. Uh, the servants of this are called the Black Hammer. Have you heard of them?
I have, in fact. You've run into the Black Hammer?
On a few occasions.
I ran into some of them while fighting dragon cultists to the south.
That's where we're heading relatively soon.
I found missives on them, linking them to the dragon cultists. They appear to be allies.
Yeah. So the dragon cultists are on the same league as this demon that I'm hunting. Interesting.
Demons, you say? I did not know that they were in league with the demons as well.
Neuratog. I'll just say the name.
Do not say his name, fool. Even here, they have long ears.
It's best to be accurate when letting you know who your enemies are. That's the one I'm hunting. That's the one who killed my friend. The one who taught me this wonderful language.
If you must speak of him who shall not be named, simply use the name the Shunned One. Those that know him will know who of you speak.
Noted. I appreciate that. And you gave me another lead on how we can hunt this shunned one.
Now, your group, now that I look you over, she looks over the rest of the party. She goes, minus a couple of interesting details, you seem to match the description of a group I was told went by the name of the Soul Coast Sentinels. Might that be you?
That
Yep.
is us. And I'm going to strike the same pose. Hang on.
So flamboyant, the young
Yep.
ones. Well, you strike a nice pose. But I have a few questions for you.
Ask away. I asked my fair share already.
There is a dead patch of land that I found near the High Forest along the road between Everland and Yartar. And I have heard that the elves speak that you were to blame for that. Is this true?
Well, those elves are horse thieves, first off.
Oh, those elves are my friends.
It doesn't change the fact they stole our horses.
Well, from what I hear, you did a couple of things yourselves. Killing a hart, perhaps, a white one.
That was not me. That was some idiots. I don't know who that was. I was not there for that.
Person's not even with us anymore. We kicked him out. He's gone. We don't stand for that kind of behavior.
I think I still have the antlers over my bedroom. But
That was an internal thought. He didn't say that out loud. He did not say that out loud.
I don't even know that bit. But so we are in league with the not necessarily fully alliance, but we are in talks with the gods on how to redeem or remediate that particular issue.
The gods. I'm not sure how the gods relate to this. There was
Okay.
a lot of fey magic there, but nothing of the gods. That
Oh,
you've
they
made
were.
less of.
It was a chaos prison that got destroyed, releasing chaos.
Oh my goodness. No.
Uh,
That was definitely not at the place that I looked at. The place I was looking at was between Yartar and on the road between Yartar and Everland, and it was a small location that had a tingle of undeath about it, and the wild fey.
Are you talking about the star mounts?
No, no.
So we got
oh yeah,
we
so
got
ignore that other bit.
It's near the Lost Peaks. So what is this you're talking about?
Nothing.
Gods.
It's nothing. Yeah, don't worry about
Yes. Well,
you said Yartar and where?
I should investigate. I think.
Like, honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yep. See, we're being that was not us. That was a imitation group, not the real thing.
Yes, but it sounds like there's something else. You definitely responded to the dead zone, but then you mentioned something about the gods and the Star Mountains.
Well, that's because there's like plenty of dead zones. There's dead zones everywhere. You know, it's just your dead zone is not
it.
our dead zone.
Hey, let's
there's
focus
not.
more on this Fae bit. We know some Fae.
You know
They're-
some Fae.
Not greatly, but some have
Yeah,
helped
we're-
us, and we've helped some.
Yeah, we're all Fae touched.
I'm not
All
Fae
been
touched,
helped.
but
We've all been helped by Fae, right?
I mean, one gave me a cool ring.
Gods.
You got a ring from one?
Yeah, which reminds me I have to give it back at some point.
May,
It was
May I take a look at this ring?
I don't trust.
yeah. So about that, it was given me to be used against the shunned one. So I'm kind of wary of giving it up.
I don't
I'm sure.
need to hold it. Just see it. May I see it?
All right. So
Imagine.
for the group, no, I'm gonna just show it.
Is
Ask
it
me
on your
why
hand?
with your reasoning
Is it-
later.
Is it on your hand? Like I imagine you're wearing it, right?
I'm not wearing it. I just have it in my pocket.
Okay.
It's a very powerful magic ring. I'm not wearing it. So I show her the ring of bye bye.
She looks at it as you bring it into view, and you see her eyes glitter through the colors of the rainbow. And she goes, "Oh my, an archfey. Here,
One of two that we've met.
two. You found another.
Not to brag.
And with that, I throw out the pocket horse. She gave me this.
In the tavern.
Yep. Pocket horse.
Everybody
I'm surprised it
is
wasn't the
suddenly
lion.
like, yeah, everybody is. If they weren't looking at you before, they're looking in your direction now. All conversation has ceased, and everybody is staring at you, the horse, and of course the.
Oh, don't act like you guys haven't seen an archfey pocket horse before. This is a mage town. We all know.
Kobolds. But yeah, but you still startled them. The bartender says, "Put that away."
Fine. Pocket horse.
She goes, "It is quite a wondrous talisman that you hold, to be sure, but not quite unique to the Fae. It does have traces of their magic, however, which is interesting. That is wild magic, though, and that is necrotic." She points at the ring second.
There were two different Fae.
Both archfey.
Yep.
I found traces of this wild fey magic at the dead zone I mentioned between Yartar and Everland. Could you have
Wait a
met
minute.
this fey at that location?
Yeah, where is Evelyn?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's between
Uh,
the Evermoors. That's on the way to Silvery Moon from Tribor and Yartar.
Yeah, then 100% was.
Oh, I see. Yep.
It's
by the
not.
Nether Mountains.
It's totally marked on the map too. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I see that.
Oh my god, there's an obvious white tree on there. All right, gotta pretend I didn't see.
Well, I just used the white tree symbol because it
Oh.
already had the circles around it.
Was that where we met the Moon Fae?
We didn't touch that tree, did we?
It's not a tree. I just use. I forget the symbol. It doesn't matter.
I got that. Okay, so yeah,
Was that
that's
the Moon
based.
Fae, or where they told us the Blood Fae was?
No, that was where you met the Dawn Fae.
Oh yeah, Dawn Fae. That's right.
You called her the Moon Fae, but it's the Dawn Fae.
Yeah.
And,
Moonstone to the Dawn Fae.
And you gave her the Moonstone. Yes, that's the location where you gave it to her at.
Okay.
I don't recall that becoming a dead spot though after that meeting. Is that what happened?
It
I
was
don't
fine when we
remember that
left.
either. I guess maybe it happened after we left, but that definitely I don't remember that at all.
That's where I met the Archfey that gave me the pocket horse, but it was still very lush and green there when we met her.
Yes, but the touch of something dead must have come through the. Was there a rift there? I suspect there was.
Thought we took care of the rift.
Rifts are problematic to close. Did you do anything to close it?
I don't know. We didn't cause it though, so what does that do with us?
Well, I did
Well,
not say that it necessarily was your fault. I'm just.
Well, no,
trying
you
to
said that
gather
you had
information.
you said that you had information that we caused the death zone, and like from what it sounds like, we have no idea.
There was a story of an elf and a human that were involved in causing it, and that they were tied up with your group. The ones that went and got the pieces of Starfall, right?
Wait a minute.
Do we even have an elf in our group?
I know these dicks.
He just now gets it. That's awesome.
No, I'm just gonna say this. I think I know exactly what this is because I listened to all of you guys' episodes, but Ulber doesn't know.
Yep.
So Ezra just dawns the realization. I know these assholes. What they do.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out.
All right.
Okay, well, we don't have an elf in our group. There's no elf in the
No.
Sword Coast Sentinels.
These were the guys I tried to team up with before I met you guys. They. Oof.
Why are they trying to use our name?
Posers.
Well,
And obviously, as well after I went, we had been through there. I mean,
they caused quite a bit of a problem in Yatar too. I heard something about there was some kind of an outburst, a fight in the middle of town. Several people were hurt, a few were killed, and even before that, they burned down a mansion or something. I'm not sure. It's all kind of muddled, you know.
Yeah.
But the name
As
that
you
was
heard,
spoken
friend of
about
Ezra's.
is that the Sword Coast Sentinels was responsible.
We weren't even formed by then.
Ezra.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. The rumor is there nonetheless.
All right. In the meantime, you mentioned this rift.
Yes.
Just so happens the way this ring was meant to fight the Shunned One was it closes rifts.
Well, that is remarkable because the rift needs to be closed. Still.
Well, then I'll turn
Gotta go to the south.
The sadness anymore.
all we gotta do is touch a ring to it. It's not even far. We can do it in a day trip.
Well, if you want to do that, that would be a good thing. I don't suppose I could come with you.
I mean, if you want.
Well, I
That
make
might
it
be a
my
good idea.
business to solve these problems, so I and my entourage would be happy to join you in this quest.
Your entourage now? Like, how many people are you thinking?
The kobolds.
I have about 30 kobolds with me total.
And when did you learn Draconic, Reagan?
Oh, that's fair. She's only speaking in Draconic.
Oh, then I have no idea. Okay. Then this is rude. At this point, I would have walked off. Like, I'm not going to just sit here for fucking a 30-minute conversation. Not know what the
You're
fuck's
just
going
watching
on.
me strike out. Dragon
At some point, I'd be like, come on, guys. No way.
Yeah, it's.
I think
only
in that case,
Draconic.
I would have attempted
We're
to
in the
not
Sword
knowing
Coast,
anything.
guys. Use the national language. Oh, Jesus.
I'd use a medallion of thoughts at this point, just to see if I can figure out what's going on.
Who are you using it on?
You.
Okay, I'll let it happen.
Okay, you're able to get the gist then.
I'll let you know I'm doing it though beforehand. Just if hey Ezra, are you alright if I use a medallion of thoughts on you so I can understand what's going on?
Or you could just
I'll turn it
on
obvious, very obvious though. Yeah, go ahead and use that medallion of thoughts on me.
Right on.
Sorry, they don't speak Draconic. They're kind of shitty.
Well, I'm afraid
Actually-
I don't speak common. It's not that I can't speak common, but I consider it very rude to speak anything my entourage cannot understand.
That's actually really nice. Well, I should probably have a quick conversation with my team and let them know. And just I'll spin around. Hey gang, we got a mission.
You're really gonna let like a mixture of 30 undead and alive kobolds just like come chilling in our tower?
I mean,
We can kill a lot of stuff. Numbers.
hang on. Let me clean up real quick.
Got a girl coming over, you gotta clean up? What?
Yeah, you just
That's
wasted.
taking
You,
that's
you already
taking
you already
hours.
wasted a spell earlier today for no fucking reason, and now you're just
That's
gonna
right.
invite people to our home.
There's a bunch of werewolf fur and like Riken blood and the antlers.
The
of
antlers.
It's fine. You can take her to your special room. You can take her to the special room. We can lock it for you and everything.
So we're going to travel in your flying
Just say
tower,
no.
is it that you
Just
have?
say no. 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 And you just Riken's doing the throat cut thing. Just no.
Unless there's a faster
Are
way.
you choking, Riken?
No.
Riken, you need help. Help everybody.
She looks at you and she says, "Is he okay?"
No, he's just an idiot.
No.
And then she says something in common. She says, "Are you okay, sir?" In common to you, Riken. And then she immediately repeats the same words in Draconic.
Just pretend I'm deaf.
Well, anyways, it's interesting companions you have. My name is Velaine.
The line. Nice name.
Thank you.
I am Ezra.
Nice
That's
to meet
over.
you, Ezra.
Riken. That's Iladon. He's being quiet. That's Tanuki, and I'll just point to nothing.
Right, the little panda bear, right?
Yeah.
Is there a problem?
Nah.
You-
Some people can't see Tanuki.
I'm sorry. Did you just say you could see Tanuki?
Well, sure, he's right there.
Well, yeah, but yeah, he is right there.
Exactly.
Then I'll just
Well, I don't
Intently stare at her.
Oh, is he a spirit? It looks real to me.
Well, he is a real spirit.
Yeah, a real spirit. But see, not everybody can see spirits. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Oh, how surprising. Well, not everybody can see spirits. I have the gift of true sight, so I can see him. However, your companions likely cannot, but except for perhaps Ezra, he seems gifted.
I am better than you.
Ezra, gifted. You
I
are
got
too
Danish.
funny. And now I'll just start like swooning over her because she's like the first person who's ever been able to see Tanuki. So I'll just kind of, like crushing on her basically.
Do you know Draconic?
No.
Yeah. So everything that she said to you just now was in common, but she immediately repeats any sentence she says in common by speaking it in Draconic. And after that, she switches back to full Draconic.
I'll just be like, wow, foreign languages are so attractive.
And
Oh,
you're staring at her so hard, you suddenly notice she has sharp teeth.
my, what sharp teeth you have.
Yes, they're better to bite things, I think. She laughs a little laugh.
Ezra
You are aware of my nature, are you not?
Great joke. That was so funny.
I'm not sure your friends know what I am, Ezra.
They'll catch on,
Okay.
or they won't. Either way,
You mean gorgeous?
At some point, it might become impressive. Well, you can't understand her. She's speaking in Draconic again. So you don't know what she's saying.
I'll just keep smiling and nodding as if I understand.
What's up, baby?
She is very pretty. But she looks at the rest of the party and goes, "Oh my, this happens from time to time. Well, it's not like they can actually do anything, at least. Uh, anyways,
say that all the time.
I will be staying here. I have a room in the Ivy Mansion, so if you let me know before you leave, I will, of course, join you. I'm not sure that you will need my aid, but I would like to oversee the closing of the rift at the very least. Perhaps, I will be able to aid you.
Let me discuss it over with my team real quick.
As you
All right,
wish."
guys. Team huddle.
Now you want to talk to us?
I got at least some of what she was saying through you, but I thought that she finds it rude and all to speak in a language that her companions can understand, but she didn't do the same for us. I mean, dude, what's up with that?
All right. Well, look. So remember where we met the Dawn Fae?
Yeah.
Yep.
How could I forget?
Some bad shit's happening there, right there. So like, you just need to go there, find a rift, touch this ring to it, close it, in and out. 20-minute adventure, and it's the right thing to do. Trust me.
So how do you know this Videl lady? What was her name? Sorry, is that what her?
Oh, I don't. Never met her before in my life.
Oh. So is she
also-
single?
What is it with you, like being a dick to your teammates and then like automatically trusting complete strangers?
Because the complete strangers aren't as big dicks to me. But Ezra's nice to everyone until they're assholes to him.
Is that true? I don't know.
Is listed on the flaws in my page. But also got some good intel from her. The Black Hammer is working with dragon cultists. So the people worshiping these chromatic dragons that we already kind of pissed off, but made bank off of, they will be allies and potentially lead us to where we need to go. More stuff to kill, more bad guys to fight. Yeah.
I like to fight.
I'll wave at her as she goes. Oh, I wrote her name down real wrong.
Pronunciation is what I said. I don't know how to spell it necessarily since I made it up. But that's the way I wrote it down, so.
Also, just so you guys know, that friend of mine was at one point a silver dragon. So, oh, by the way, she's a silver dragon. If
Wait,
you
what?
didn't catch on,
Now,
don't know how strong, but
she looked kind of human to me.
they can do that sometimes.
Definitely human.
I mean, she did have some sharp teeth, but she's kind of small for a dragon, isn't she?
They can shapeshift into humanoid form when they want to. Helps blend in, move around.
So does that mean anyone can be a dragon?
And we all just start looking around suspiciously at everyone in the tavern.
Am I a dragon?
Quick,
I tried to transform. I'm trying to transform.
polymorph.
Into a dragon.
Inside a tavern.
Anyways, if we can do this, I think it's going to get us some pretty hefty backup on future endeavors. Plus, doing a solid to some people I feel some kinship to. Also,
Well,
probably doing the
all I
dolphin.
know is I would die for this lady.
Get in fucking line. Know your place, Ido.
I'm just saying. All you guys keep saying you can't see
I
Tanuki,
know your
and she's the first
waifu
one who
is that
can.
woman with the big sword who gave you that scar.
It's cool, man. Any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Doubt. But let's go.
I didn't even think about dropping you when I was in that eagle form. You just assumed I would. Hurt my feelings sometimes. I'm not that mean.
I remember you hurting my ribs one time. Real bad.
No. I hurt the ribs of the deer that you were transformed into. And then once you popped back, you reverted back to a form that had nothing to do with that.
Have you ever heard of Phantom Pain? What's the date? Yeah.
I have. I had my fingers
Oh.
crushed. I wasn't able to use my fingers for weeks.
I'm sure that must have been really rough for you.
Try to jerk off without using your fingers?
See,
Well,
I mean,
you know,
at least
I died
Ido has
once.
mage hand.
No
True.
one seems to care about that.
Mage hand, minor illusion.
All right.
I know.
We're going down the dark path.
I'm glad Alabaster's out here.
Are we moving into adults only territory? What are we doing here?
Yeah, we just got a little not safe for work.
Alright, like I said, she left, so while you guys were talking amongst yourselves, she got up, nodded to you, and moved off out of view.
So,
Back to the tower.
what do you guys say?
Back to the tower. Back to the tower.
Back to the tower, but do you want to help? Because I say we do. Little distraction now, potentially big reward later. Maybe some
sounds
help
like
with
that's-
some
We
dragons.
have a couple days until we have to be here for the spear thing.
Yeah, that is true. But also, just trying to sell you on this. There are dragons pissed off at us. Good to have dragons on our side. I know you don't like doing the right thing or whatever.
I always do the right thing.
Remember a crying barmaid he just said you straight up didn't care about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Gina.
Fuck is Gina?
Tommy.
Damn, Gina.
The reference to that song we totally got.
I can't believe you didn't get that one. But then again, you've missed about 5 tonight, so.
Wait, I was gonna say one earlier, but I was driving. Was one of them a William Wallace reference?
There was.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The whole lightning bolt at the arse.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was an actual reference. I just okay.
Yeah,
I thought that was too easy to be an actual reference. I didn't even bother.
there's lots of little ones tonight, so.
Oh my goodness.
Lots of little ones. Think back. Was there anything else you really should have said something on?
I'm guessing Villain is a reference to something, but
Who?
Villain or Villain,
The line.
Villain, who very well could turn out to be a villain, but
Oh.
I don't know. I think
Looks like I'm not the only one who's whipped here.
Yeah, she's a lawful good silver dragon that is a necromancer with undead kobolds. Yeah, sure, bro. Sure.
Hey, I'm neutral good.
To be
I do all kinds of crazy shit.
I mean, to be fair, you only have Ezra's word that she's a silver dragon.
And all I have is glancing at her eyes.
So, I mean, you don't
Oh, okay,
have
so
a
then
lot of
me
proof.
being distrustful is totally fair then.
There's also a good chance that
Thank
she
you.
is just the dragon we robbed, who's totally setting us up.
I was 100% thinking that.
You don't know.
I still have some of that money on me right now. All right.
Invite her and 30 companions into our home.
The bank, and there's a couple of banks in Waterdeep that get hit by a dragon. You guys, the ones that you just left stuff in.
Not our problem.
I got insurance.
Town girl will take care of it. We all just exchange all of our money.
All right. So, what are you guys doing now?
Well, if you guys agree to help, we can just let her know. Clean up the tower a little bit, and then head on over.
We
There
should
are
hold
parts-
on until we get
parts of
the
it that
spear.
need more than a little work, because you haven't really cleaned in.
We don't need to clean too much. I was just thinking, get the antlers down. Number one.
She cannot bring 30 overs in here, bro. Way too many.
And then maybe clean up some of the werewolf stuff.
Yeah, there are claw marks and stuff.
There's like probably tufts of fur and a lot of blood.
I would imagine with claw marks and stuff like that, I would have probably fixed that during our travels because I can do that with stone.
Why?
Stone
It
shape.
looks badass. Ezra's fighting to keep his werewolf marks.
I had to get a new bed.
All right. Yeah, you needed to do that.
True.
Imagine you got that when you visited your hometown.
Yeah.
It doesn't match, though. All right. What are you guys doing, though? Seriously. I mean, obviously you can clean up and stuff like that. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
You got 2 days, so.
I mean, the spear's being made. I say let's go do this. Shouldn't take that long.
But you gotta tell her she can only bring like 4 people. If she's just gonna watch, why does she have to bring 30 people just to watch? That's ridiculous. We'll keep her safe.
I mean, sure. All right.
I'm down.
She's
She's easy to find if you want to approach her about that.
yeah. So, how many of your companions are you looking to take?
All of them, of course.
See, of course, I would be fine with that. But some of my companions are a little wary about taking I don't know, dozen? How many of them are there?
30.
30? 30 additional bodies into our home. 31, including yourself, of course.
Of course.
Hmm.
Well, of course, I cannot leave them.
Hmm. This is a conundrum.
Well,
Is there anyone who can take a smaller retinue and the others can maintain?
well, you see, some of them have to come with me, or they will.
Oh, right. Dead ones.
And then the others, of course, are, they're kobolds. So leaving them alone, probably not the best
Mischief.
plan. They are well behaved, but people tend to have the wrong reaction when they see them.
I get that. Looking the way I do.
What's wrong with you?
My eyes freak people out sometimes.
Oh, I think they're quite beautiful.
Ezra blushes. All right, you can take
Are you
all 30.
flirting right
Fine.
now? I can't understand what's going on.
I didn't even have to make a roll. He comes back to the tower. He's like, she's bringing all 30. You're like, what? What happened?
She said something about my eyes.
Bro, she's
I
like
lost it.
2,000 years old.
No one's ever paid me a compliment before.
Oh my gosh. The Edge Lord comes out. All right. So, anything else?
I mean, we could just go by land, bro, instead of taking the tower. But at that point, we should probably wait for the spear first. And then go. Or send her and her army in advance, and then we
Just
can
to
meet up with
save
her.
time, I say we all just. Because how long of a day's walk is it from here to there, Ben?
Much more than a day's travel.
Yeah, dude, it's probably a few days.
By tower, it is longer than 2 days travel to get there and back.
Oof. Okay.
You cannot get there and back in the time that it would take to for them to prepare the ritual. So if you go now, you will miss the ritual.
All right. So we kind of need to stay for a bit. So, speaking with her again.
What about teleporting? Is there a way to teleport there? Because doesn't Long Saddle have a teleportation circle?
They do, but there's no circle in the middle of the wilderness. Circles go circle to circle.
Oh, right.
So, speaking with her, in 2 days we have an appointment here. We can't make it there and back in time. So we'll have to leave after that.
Well,
The other problem
being
is after we close this portal, we're basically leaving. We're probably not coming back to Long Saddle. So I don't really want to leave
Where are you going?
south. As aforementioned, the Black Hammer and the Dragon Cultists, we have to, save the world, It is what it is. We're heroes. There's nothing more to that.
I would actually very much like to come with you. So I can probably make this work if you're interested.
Oh?
Well, I have the ability to make a trans-dimensional space that my kobolds could reside in.
That could work.
And then they would not be in your space, so to speak, but they would still be around, But they would, of course, have to come out sometimes.
That's fine.
But I could
I
restrict
mean,
it down to a few at a time.
we have a spare room. We could, of course,
And I
have
would
you.
have to spend some time in the transdimensional space. I would probably just go ahead and reside inside of it.
I think that'd work.
And I am, of course, very interested in doing a little more poking around the Black Hammer myself and the Dragon Cultists. So, if you are already headed there, I say two birds, one stone, wouldn't you say?
We might have to make one more stop for another Archfey, but yes,
I'm sorry, another Archfey?
we're very popular people.
Okay.
Also,
I'm intrigued. Which one is this?
this one is Blood. I don't know this one yet.
Blood. I'm afraid I don't know them by those names.
Mm,
In fact, I really don't know them at all, to be honest.
we really don't know.
What is it that you're doing?
Freeing him?
That seems like an exceptionally bad idea.
They've done nothing but help us.
Really? Well, perhaps
One gave me a ring that we're going to use to close this rift with.
I would certainly like to see what is going on with that, if you don't mind if I come with you.
I'm fine with it. I'll bring it to the group. I'll relay this information to the party. Is this an acceptable term? They won't actually be like wandering around in our desk, but they'll be in a pocket nearby.
Yeah, just available at a fucking, click away. Sure, dude.
Cool. Riken's in. How about you, Over?
I'd-
That's two votes, yes.
Honestly, this whole undeath thing kind of disturbs me a little bit, but I guess with that mostly put away, it's not so bad.
It's three guesses.
Yeah,
I know.
Bowler has no morals.
I don't know
Next
about.
person.
I don't know about. I mean, what are they trying to
Fuck
do?
nature and life. Yep, next. Ido.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Oh,
I would think she's a
He said
babe.
yes,
All
it's
right.
oh, we should probably mention this to Zephyros too.
Yeah, hey. Someone's moving in.
BT dubs.
You're gonna have a what join us in the tower? He says.
I'm like 90% sure she's a silver dragon
Really?
with an army of 30 kobolds, some of which are undead.
That's not much of an army.
Squadron.
Probably kill us in our sleep.
That's unlikely.
I'll probably kill you to sleep.
I mean, they'd have to saw at your neck muscles for quite some time, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty thick.
Maybe install a lock in your door. One that probably wolf proof.
I'm sorry, wolf proof?
Oh yeah, I'm a werewolf now. That's a thing.
Oh my.
We can use your little pocket space.
George
for-
That
Takashi.
explains a lot, let me tell you.
Oh,
Um,
boy.
that little pocket dimension that you previously had that portal. Is it cool if we keep using that as like a? I got my monthly wolf. My monthly visit.
Monthly.
Aunt Martha.
Yeah.
I suppose you know how to lock it.
I mean, they do.
Okay, well,
Ezra has never seen it, so
good,
Yeah.
because if he knew how to lock it, then he could get back out. So,
So no one do it in front of Ezra. Got it.
I guess I'm okay with you bringing this person on the tower. If you trust her, I trust her.
I don't trust
Again,
her.
90%.
I'm sure.
Oliver
it's
just
fine.
shrugs.
We've had worse things.
Yeah, Alabaster.
Yep.
She's friendly, I take it. This dragon.
Yeah. She likes my eyes.
Well, then everything's great, right, guys? Like
They all
as
agreed.
always.
They all agreed.
You just hear a bunch of reluctant, yeah.
It's certainly better than the last dragon we had at the tower, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
You remember that?
I mean, no, we remember it. We remember the
Don't
fight.
remember
We just
Ido
remember
dying.
Ido got bodied.
Yeah.
Ida remembers 2 different
Yeah.
outcomes.
Yeah, I definitely remember that.
We did fine.
We
No
did not
one
do
died.
fine, dude. Yeah, barely.
My eyes starts twitching.
All right, so are we ready for me to skip it ahead 2 days?
I'd be fine with it.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, we'll assume that all of this happened over the course of 2 days. You could drink.
I, of course, took down the antlers, hid them in my werewolf room.
No, we can say no.
And
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Beeline comes to the tower and creates a transdimensional space that her kobolds all file into. And then she goes inside, waves to you, and smiles her toothy grin, and then steps inside as it winks close. Much like the one, that you use for your wolfy stuff. So.
She went in too? She went inside too?
Yeah, she went inside with the kobolds.
I mean, she can take Alabaster's room.
No, she really has to stay with the kobolds. So.
They'll fall apart. They'll literally fall apart without her.
I mean, do you want to find kobold toes everywhere? I don't think so.
Can you fit 30 of them in Alabaster's room?
Well, they aren't that big. But
They are small.
all right, so 2 days pass. You guys finally get a message sent to you, all of you, at the same time. It says, "The ritual is prepared. Come to the
For the-
Ivy Mansion."
We're waiting for the spear first, right?
Ritual right here. That's what.
Head to the
Go!
tower.
So you head back to the Ivy Mansion.
We're gonna need Ida's help, right?
Ha just steps aside to let you back in. He's gotten on somewhat of decent speaking terms with anybody that has come inside, but he uses sign language.
Can I create a handshake with him?
Yeah. You can handshake him.
Alright, I want it to be pretty intricate.
Okay.
So,
Let's see if he
What's up?
enjoys it. He does.
Mhm.
So he is into this.
I don't understand what you're saying, dude. I don't speak sign language, but cool sorts.
So he shrugs a lot when you don't understand what he's trying to tell you, but you do end up getting a secret handshake with Ha. Anyways, when you enter the tower grounds this time, there's nobody waiting for you, so you'd have to make your own way back down to that room.
We know where we're going. Guys, where should we go?
We should, right?
You've been down there a few times now, so I would think that you would know the way down.
Yeah. Start heading that way.
So you make
I'll follow Ida.
you make your way down to the meeting room, and about half of the way down, you run into Tucker Nuck as he's sprinting down the corridor, and he goes, "Oh, you're here! Welcome. Well, I was just headed there myself, so if you'll just follow me, I'll take you to the ritual hall."
All right.
And he sprints off in front of you.
Follow a line behind him, I guess.
So So you have to trot to keep up with him. He goes around several winding corridors down deep into the ground, into a wide set of double doors, which he knocks on 3 times, and one of them swings open of its own accord, and he darts inside. As you yourselves look into the chamber, you can see it's a very large, round, high chamber. As you enter the large, round chamber, you immediately note that it is a meeting chamber. There's a center dais that is surrounded by tiers of tables with comfortable chairs. A semicircular table sits on the dais, and on it you can see the white shaft, the spearhead, and the guard, which resembles a tsuba. Milukin, Kennelly, and you're surprised to see Cardi Farty, and 3 other wizards that you're not familiar with stand on the dais talking amongst themselves. Tuckernuck turns back towards you and approaches, turns around and approaches Eidolon. He says, "Come
Hello.
on, if you're gonna help, you gotta come with me."
Oh, okay.
And he leads you up onto the dais, motioning the rest of the party to sit in some seats that are about in the second row. They're in the second row.
Yeah.
It looks like
I'm imagining this is like Harry Potter, you know, in the courtroom of the Ministry or Ministry of Magic.
yeah.
That's what I'm imagining right now.
Anyways, at the second row, you'll be able to see over the top of the table that is on the dais, and therefore would have a good view of what's going on. Milukin nods as you approach Eidolon and asks you simply, "Eidolon, do you think that you could aid us? Perhaps there is a spell that would aid us in the reconstruction of this artifact. Can you think of anything?"
Yeah. What, let's see.
Make them work.
Ice knife.
What spell do you think I would have?
No. So Milukin goes, "I don't know. Do you have anything as simple as, say, the mend spell, or anything of that nature? Perhaps, perhaps something that we could use to help attach the pieces together in some way. We don't know exactly what we will need, so perhaps heat? Cold might even be useful if directed properly."
Cold, you say? Now you're speaking my
I
mind.
can make some cold.
Well, I could use my mage hand to put things together. And then also I got like tons of icy spells,
I have some icy spells.
but
Cone of cold stuff.
no heating or mending.
Well, you can hold the items for us then if you want to use your mage hand. Of course, with the magical energies we'll be directing at it, someone will have to do so, and we will simply have you do it.
You got it.
Tuckernuck was going to have that responsibility, but since he knows the mend spell, we will have him do that instead.
All right. Let me know when you need me to get started.
Well, that should serve us well. Good. Everybody's ready? You'll need to cast it at each part in turn as we go, Eidolon. So as we switch to the next one, you will have to then cast your spells upon it. as we attach each piece. Okay?
Okay.
And they begin to cast intricate spells, and Melican nods at you.
All right. Cast it.
Okay, so this is going to be a skill challenge. I need you to make an arcane check for me, Eidolon, as you
Okay.
struggle to hold this up with your mage hand without it destroying your mage hand within these intense magical energies.
Could I roll my portents first for the day?
Sure. Keep in mind that there are several stages of this.
Yeah. Okay.
Can
So
can I
Arcana.
also help out by casting enhance ability on Eidolon?
The ritual has begun at this point.
Okay.
So, how long does that spell last?
Enhance ability lasts for an hour.
So, if you want to try to interrupt the beginning of the ritual to do it, then you'd better do it.
I can silently cast it.
At range?
So, yes. Oh, it is touch. I can silent cast and I can do it at range. Can I? Oh, I don't know if I can do that at the same time though. I'll let him go ahead and I'll take a look at it. So I don't want to stop
All right. I'll just
everything.
roll.
Arcana 25. So you manage to hold it up as you see all these energies combining. Let's see here. I lost my spot. So the spearhead is the first object that you pick up, hold it in place as they hit it with all kinds of different spells. You recognize most of them, some of them you don't. And the magic seems to kind of bind to the spearhead, and it takes on a golden white glow. Then then Milikin nods to you, and they redirect their magic towards the Tsuba.
All right. I'll move along with them.
All right. Go ahead and make another arcane check. Arcana. Okay. You use your abilities to hold it gently in place. And difficulty has gone up because you are now trying to fit this object into the or up against the spearhead as they bind the two together, and you successfully hold it still, and they finish their castings, and the Tsuba takes on a soft blue-green glow. The wizards then concentrate their efforts at the shaft.
Or moving along with them.
Yep. Another check.
Okay. And just to double check, inspiration is for ability checks too, right? It's for everything.
Yeah.
Okay, just in case. Come on, come on. Hey, great.
You when you reach out and grab the shaft, it resists you. You can feel it resisting you. It doesn't like what's being done to it, and it's difficult. You can feel the difficulty, but you immediately buckle down, master it, and hold it unmoving while the magic is absorbed into it, and then fit it to the other pieces. The shaft joins the spearhead and the Tsuba, locking into place. As soon as it does, there's a kind of a crunching click as it snaps into place. There's a tremendous flash of white light followed by the roar of thunder. All of the lights in the room, magical lights in the room, go out. But there is a soft white glow from the center of the room as the reconstructed spear named Starfall comes to life. The very air begins to vibrate. Milikin calls out, "This isn't right! Someone, grab the Starfall! You must master it before it goes Nova!" The spear begins to radiate more light. Several of the wizards reach out to try to grab it and are thrown backwards with violence. What do you do?
Try to mage hand grab it.
Jump at it.
Your mage hand has been dispelled by the intense magical energy raging from this device.
No, my mage hand.
You can feel the waves of it pounding at you. Boom. Blowing your hair back with their force. And gaining
Riken. Somebody.
The rest of you guys can act as well.
I'm kind of terrified at this point. I mean, I don't know what to do.
Well,
If no one
Someone
else
grab
is.
it.
I mean, if it needs to be mastered, as Ezra makes obvious eye contact with Riken as Ezra starts reaching for it.
Hint, hint,
Yeah,
nudge,
yeah.
nudge.
Just ruin another one of my story arcs, please. Why don't you, Ezra? You know, 3 out of 3, hat trick. Go for it, bud. Why don't you try?
2 seconds, guys. I gotta get a drink.
I mean, unless you
Oh, I
just.
thought that was a
wanna
countdown for us.
Sit down. Yeah. Give me
Ezra
2
obviously
seconds to
baiting
decide.
Riken into grabbing it. Riken?
Unless you don't want the cool new spear.
Really hope this isn't a strength check.
Glamour muscles won't do shit for you, bud.
Do I have 10 minutes to make this my packed weapon first? Because then I can use charisma.
Oh man.
All right. I'm back. Oh, so what are you guys gonna do?
Just grab the spear, man.
Well, it's like, seeing Ido getting thrown back, I'll run up there and make sure he's okay.
As you approach,
And then
you can feel the waves of magic slamming against you. It's very strong. As you approach, the resistance gets more and more.
So with my newfound abilities while reaching out, I guess I'll try to like cast Cure Wounds on myself at the same time. Make sure I don't get hurt.
Well, you're not injured.
Not injured?
It's not hurting you. You can just feel resistance, like like just approaching it is going to require a feat of strength.
Yeah, I mean, they called the right person then.
I am going to cast enhanced ability on Riken for Bull's strength.
Okay. We'll say that you've managed to do that before he gets all the way up there.
Okay, that gives you advantage on strength checks.
Okay. I'll try. I'll just see what happens if I try on a regular strength check, I guess. I mean, I don't even know. I'm gonna try and grab it. What do I have to do?
Make an athletics check. That's acrobatics.
Okay, thank
Thank
God.
goodness you did the wrong one.
I mean, it's still a 1, but I mean, I would use inspiration at that point.
Use your
Well, you also have
Yeah.
and you have advantage.
A roll's a roll.
You
Okay,
have
yeah.
advantage still. But
you,
roll the
you,
Okay.
I gave you advantage. There you go.
So, 31. So you power your way through it. You can still feel it heavily resisting you, and you think to yourself, no one else would be able to do this except for me. I'm the only one that could approach this without being flung away. You get within arm's reach of the spear. The light and the energy flying off of it. You guys, from the outside, you can see the halo of light nearly engulfs him as he approaches it. You're next to it now. Riken.
Oh, shit. Yep. Just with my dominant hand, my right hand, I'll reach out for it and grab it where I normally would on a regular spear.
You reach out and grab it with one hand, and the spear bucks beneath you. You realize quickly it's going to require all of your strength and both of your hands to hang on to this thing.
So, I mean, yeah, I don't think I would have my shield equipped in a building like this. I'll just reach out with my left hand and then grab it like I was two-handed in a regular spear.
All right, so you grab hold of it with the other hand, and as you do so, you feel the spear grow more still, but you feel tremendous power flow up your arms and into your body from the artifact. Suddenly, in your mind, you hear Roy's voice echoing. He says, "Friend, beware! That is too much power to handle. I can help. Take my power and make it yours." You feel an answering strength flow into you from Roy, full of wild, flowing energy. The two attempt to combine within your core as you wrestle with these unseen vortexes within you. Make a con saving throw.
Roy becomes my Jinchuriki right now, I'd be so fucking hype.
Hell yeah.
The energy within you builds up. You can feel it filling you. You resist, try to tame it, and you feel it popping through your body. And with each pop, you feel part of your life energy flash out of you.
Is that a bad thing?
You take 11 wild magic damage. Energy damage, essentially.
Wasn't pleasant, but I'm alright.
And the spear is most definitely not under control. You feel the energy has released for the moment, but it's building back up again as you struggle to wrestle with it. You and Roy together, trying to wrestle this thing into submission. Make another con save if you wish to remain hanging on to it.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
19. As you fight for control of the device, once again, you feel that energy filling up inside of you, building to crescendo, popping through your body once again as you feel more energy released and damaging your body. And take an additional 5 points of energy damage.
Okay, so this looks like a Guardians of the Galaxy moment here.
Very much so.
Yeah, so Oliver's going to go up and just put his hand on him.
You can't.
Oh, he can't?
As you try to approach, the energy from the device is so strong you can't even get within 10 yards of him now. Everybody else has been moved. Everything else has been pushed away, except for Ryken and the spear. Magic, the wizards are trying to hurl magic to help him, and you can see the magic being flung away. The magic can't even go through it.
Nifty. It's all you, Ryken.
Yeah, I can do this.
Okay? So, to shortchange it, the description is essentially the same. You feel the magic surging underneath you. It happens in waves, builds up. As it's building up, you try to wrestle control of it, and you make another Constitution saving throw. You must succeed on a certain number of them to wrestle control of the spear. You can still use your portents.
I'll use my portent for this one then.
Which one?
The 16.
Okay.
So it'd be 16 plus your con save.
So that is
16 plus 7 would be... Yep.
All right, so you use your portent, you see in your mind's eye that Riken will eventually tame this device, and you see that this time he will succeed
Ain't
and
it?
make it so. Riken, you feel the energy building up. You feel a wild terror inside of you a little bit, and then a calming spirit washes over you as you see your friend Ido looking at you strangely. And you feel his support join Roy's, and you buckle down and manage to wrestle the energy under control for just a little while. The energy quiets for just a moment, and then it starts to build again. Now, you feel that the device is the energy is now contained around you. It is no longer growing. However, it is also not under control.
You got this, Reagan.
I saw him.
I believe in you.
I saw him. I saw Tanuki.
Oh,
Is
God, what a glorious day.
Tanuki is the real owner of the spear.
Hell yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
Uh,
Are you gonna remain holding onto the spear? Or
Yeah,
are you gonna
I mean,
let go? Those
I
are
mean, if it's like in
essentially
a,
your choices.
but it's like in a neutral state right now. It feels like, kind of, right?
It feels like it's in a neutral state.
All right. Then I'm gonna just try to like go through some like regular forms, I guess. Like,
Nice.
see how it feels to like swing it.
All right.
There you go.
You try.
Are we still inside?
Yeah, you're underground underneath of the Ivy Mansion.
All right. I mean, then yeah, I'm not gonna half-ass it. Just like with all my strength, I'm just gonna like strike the air.
The spear resists you, and you can feel it resisting you. You feel that energy building up inside of it again as it fights back. Make another Constitution saving throw. And once again, that popping crackle moves through your body. You take another 9 points of energy damage. This damage, by the way, is completely unblockable by anything.
We will use it to kill Trasks.
Well, the Trask would have to choose to hang on to it when it was in this state, and you'd have to get it to the Trask. Yeah.
You can make it swallow it.
You'd have to get it there first, which would require control of it. So, if you remain trying to control the spear, go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw. You feel the energy building up again. And again,
There's nothing
Why
else.
can't these be strength?
And this time you take 17 points of energy damage. What's that put you at?
It puts me at 4. Oh well. You don't even know that, do you?
Oh no.
I think that we should keep a running tally.
Oh, I'm definitely keeping track. It's almost at halfway.
So you guys
Here,
see Riken now. You can tell he's not doing as well as he was. Veins are popping. You see thin trickle of blood coming from one ear.
Ezra has a ration out, and he's just like munching on it like popcorn in a theater.
Can I take a bonus action?
There is really no action that you can perform other than trying to wrestle the spear or not wrestle the spear. Because if you try to do anything but wrestle the spear, you're just going to take damage. Unless you let go of it.
Got no more portents for you.
Well, you do.
Oh yeah, but if you just want to fail, then yeah.
You have to make a choice.
How bad do you want the spear?
That's fine. Then I'm gonna double in and I'm gonna action surge and put in like double the effort.
Which really doesn't do anything in a skill check. So,
Yep.
I mean,
Still doing it.
Can you do
alright.
can you get like
He
advantage on
gets
it at
mad.
least? You should at least get advantage.
I think he would like to rage, but he's not a barbarian. No advantage. Sorry. Constitution
All right.
saving throw, and
Got this.
once again taking 7 more points of energy damage.
Just roll better.
Yeah, just roll better. If it was strength, I would have taken the giant strength potion.
And another
First.
9.
I think my con
Oh no.
drastically overestimated. This isn't working. It's like, no.
Maybe we need to grab a better spearsman.
You see blood streaming from other places on his body
Oh,
now.
no.
How much
Oh,
damage?
no.
How much damage have you taken? How much do you have left?
I'm at like a little more than a quarter.
Okay. So you see him calling out, but you can't hear what he's saying. There's a roaring running through the room. Wizards are continuing to throw spells, but they still cannot penetrate the halo that surrounds the spear and Riken. You hear them, or you see them, rather, screaming things too. People in the rooms, many of them have fled out the doors. As you
Am I able to approach Riken?
You can't get very close. Especially with your strength.
Y'all doubt me.
So.
Okay, yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, just go. Just get the fuck out.
So you guys can flee.
Or healing
sit.
words.
Just go. No. Oh my god.
All right. I got to roll damage. Well, I got to roll damage on that last one. Give me a second.
For sure.
So 7 for the 16 that you rolled. And then an additional 15 for the 22 that you rolled.
22 wasn't enough?
22 was not enough. The roll he has to make is 23, which he just barely made with your portent. This is an artifact weapon.
You just have to get a 16. Come on. You got this.
What you out?
Are you down?
No.
Are you guys?
No, right,
are you guys? What are you at? I need an exact number this time.
2.
You're at 2. So you see Riken slowly sink down to one knee as he struggles to hang on to it. Veins are popping. Blood is streaming from his nose, his ears, his eyes.
Oh.
He doesn't look like he's doing, well at all. What are you guys gonna do?
I mean, can we approach? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, that's all we can do. I'll just try to
Yeah.
approach.
Am I able to dimension door to him?
You can try.
I'm going to try to dimension door up to him and try to give him a healing potion.
So your spell ricochets off, even though it's supposed to appear inside, you appear outside and then are pushed away by the sudden force.
So where am I?
And I don't know, 15, 20 feet away from him, off to the side.
No, I mean, I was wondering if the spell teleported me somewhere else.
No, just inside the room.
Oh. Okay.
Just bounced off, and then you materialized, 10, 15 feet away. Well, actually, you probably appeared like 10 feet away, and then were pushed 15 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to do.
Well, that's all I had.
I'll try to do the similar thing. I'll just misty step in there, or try to.
Once again, nothing can penetrate the halo that surrounds him right now.
What the heck? That's not where I wanted to teleport.
You feel the chaotic, wild energies inside of it just completely discombobulate your spells.
This is a wild card, but I'm gonna yell. We can't contain the chaos again if you don't let us survive this.
You have to make a choice, reckon. You gotta roll again? Or you already did.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my roll.
Yeah.
What? You already took your roll? Okay.
I'll let go.
Alright. I admire your bravery. 8 points of energy damage. And I believe that takes you to 0.
Yep. I would still like to be standing, but he is definitely unconscious. He's kind of like petrified, shocked. Can't let go of the live wire.
Alright, Riken, I need you to come to Whispers. Alright, Riken, first of all, I just want to say this is not the end for you. It may appear to be, but it is not. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So, this is an artifact weapon. For me to give it to you, you had to face something really challenging, and you only had to succeed twice, but you had to beat 23. Unfortunately, your rolls were not good, and you failed. However, you could have let go, and so you made this choice yourself. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
So I'm going to read to you what I wrote for this scenario, and I just want you to understand this is my artist side, so you can take it however you want. Okay?
Yep.
You feel the energy growing out of control as your life force ebbs. The energy gathers again, but you don't have the strength to meet it. Perhaps you never did. Your life flashes before your eyes. You see yourself as a child of 8, riding horses with your parents on your family land. You see the coming of the orcs. You see the massacre of your family. And you, at that fatal moment when one choice either saved or damned your life. And you make the other choice this time. The world was too hard for you. Better to let it end. Wind washes over you as you feel your life coming to an end. Screaming in your ears, your name. You know that voice. Then everything goes black, and you are falling. Falling. So to explain, that's Roy. Okay? Trying to reach you at the end of your life. So, like I said, this isn't the end for you, so don't freak out. But there's going to be a couple of events happen here, and you're going to show back up as a ghost, okay? But you're not truly dead. You're just disconnected from your body. I want you to understand that so that you understand that I have not completely removed you from the campaign in this. It's going to create a story arc that the other players are going to have to try to fix, though. And it is going to derail the main mission for a little while. Not too long.
I'm cool with that.
It was you if you succeeded, you would have had a very powerful spear. So you failed. The spear is not unattainable, though, because you did manage to calm it, and it still can be tamed. If you hadn't succeeded on even one roll, then it would have been worse. All right, so let's go on back. I've got something to read to the other folks, and just stay quiet and let them absorb what happens here. Once we get done with this storytelling, I'm going to end the session and allow everybody to absorb everything for a week before we come back to the campaign, okay?
Will do.
All right. Dramatic?
Yeah, dude, it's fun.
All right. I was hoping you'd like it even if this happened. This was honestly not what I expected to happen. I just threw it in there.
I was not gonna let go. Nope.
Well, I was like, well, maybe he won't let go. Maybe he will. So what I do then? I said, well, it's a really important thing, so I've got to make it like a really, bad thing happen. So, because you could have let go, and I totally get that you wouldn't. So, anyways, let's go back so they're not there for too long. And I'm back. All right, so the rest of you, as you gather yourselves up into various locations after having been kicked aside trying to reach your friend, you look into the light as it's growing again. You see Riken stagger under the onslaught of Starfall. He finally sinks to one knee, and you can see that there's white hot power dripping from his nose, his mouth. There's burning fire erupting from his eyes. You see Roy suddenly flash into the room, wind and hooves, screaming through the air. That he rushes, it somehow manages to overpower the aura around the spear, rushes to Riken, and it is too late. The power pushes all effort to combat it away. The wizards have been hurling spells at it, everything they have, but Riken's body grows hotter and hotter. Suddenly, Milikin is standing before you, two of you, and grabs you by the shoulders, and then you suddenly are somewhere else. And then another wizard grabs a hold of you, over. You're the only one that didn't try to get to him, right?
No, yeah, because you said we couldn't get in, and so I didn't even try.
Yeah, so another wizard suddenly appears next to you, grabs a hold of you, and says, "Come with me," and attempts to teleport you away.
No.
What?
So what's going on with Riken? Does it look like he's going to explode or something at this point?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to explode. There's desperation in the wizard's eyes. Actually, technically, they shouldn't be able to teleport you away without
permission. Yeah.
So I guess I will give you the choice, Eidolon and Ezra as well. Should you choose to remain, you may choose to remain. But it is with the knowledge that unbelievable forces are going to be unleashed in this room.
I guess at first I would have been hesitant. I would have been like, no, Riken!
Yank at you.
And I would have been, like just knowing that they know the danger, I would have been willing. But then I would have been like, wait, we gotta wait for Riken, and then
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna have to just put my faith in Riken and I'll bounce.
Over.
Yeah, if it doesn't look like there's anything that I can actually do, I'll let it happen.
All right.
And we all just let him die.
Then as you poof out of existence there, the room is gone, and you find yourself in a little wooden tower with a teleportation circle in its center. And you suddenly realize Riken is gone, and Roy with him. There was no way they could have survived that. Several other wizards stand around you, haggard and worn. They collapse all around you as you yourself feel the drain on your bodies. You all suffer 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oof.
do we know where we're at? Like, are we still in Long Saddle? Can we see the IV?
This
mansion?
looks really familiar, but you haven't seen it in a long time.
I want to just try to make a glimpse of the Ivy Mansion.
I mean, you're inside of a wooden tower. You see Cardi Farty there, and suddenly it snaps together. You're in Scornabel.
Shit. We're not even fucking long so. I'll just drop down to my knees.
Melikin
Feel
is
like,
on
feel,
his
feel like I
knees as
feel
well.
like I failed, kind of thing. Just Riken. No. So what's happening? What's going on? I'll just yell out to all the wizards. Where is he? What's gonna happen to him?
Melikin turns and looks at you. You can see tears wetting his cheeks as he says in a sad voice, "It's gone. The Ivy Mansion. Everything. Gone. It's all over." And then he hangs his head. And that's where we will leave tonight's session.
Bummer. Left it on a real low note.
Riken, say something. Oh god.
You can speak now. Session's over.
He killed him in real life.
He's probably with AFK because I told him he couldn't talk.
Oh.
Brother.
What?
Yeah, so that happened.
Was this supposed to happen?
I always knew Rick
It was
wasn't
merely
talking.
one of the things that could happen, depending on choices, roles, etc. If Riken continued to roll badly, if he didn't let go of the spear, if he hit 0 hit points, without controlling the spear completely. So
Yeah, I went from 91 to -8 real quick.
Jeez.
I mean, you had lots of rolls. You only had to succeed twice. So the first one was enough to wrestle enough control over it that, well, I mean, outside the game, you could have let go and it would have not exploded. It also would have been unusable.
We're gonna need a cleric.
Good thing
Look
there's
into
one
the
coming to
camera.
the game eventually, right?
Yep.
So, don't worry. Riken isn't like kicked out of the game until you resurrect him or anything. I have something in mind to keep him playing.
I can resurrect him already.
Well, you don't have a body.
Oh, the body's gone.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
you
we
don't.
need to go.
You don't
Oh,
know. You are
well, yeah.
hundreds
Well,
of miles away.
yeah. If there is a body, I can do it.
But they just said like the whole Ivy Mansion is gone. I'm assuming that
Oh,
they meant like it
Yeah.
blew up.
can we get a message to Zephyros?
Yeah, you can. But we'll do that at the beginning
Yeah.
of the next session. It'll give you time to think about things. For me to, I'll go over a few things with Riken before then, so that he's ready for his new role, and we'll go from there. We'll go ahead and end the stream here.